long we won't continue in this system of waiting, make one bad thing happen, then we shout for justice for this person, another one happen the next time, justice for this person. Do you know, say injustice go continue for as long as we permit them, and that it get level of injustice where we go experience as people, we no go only be victims again, no, we self go become accomplice, because the injustice where we the experience, now they support our oppressors to give us the injustice. Listen, see, nobody go give us justice free on a platter, because the injustice where we the experience, it is a blessing to some people. They're not going to make there be justice and equality, because once there is justice, everybody will be held to equal standard. So the more injustice way the better for them. Let there be that divide among the high and the low. So now we will be the victims of injustice must realize, say, we need value to be put on your life. You deserve justice as a human being, and you wake up and demand for it, not just to talk, but to mobilize and show working that you deserve better. So 20th of October 2025, now 5 years of NSAS protest, the 5 years memorial after the Lekki toll gate incident. Nigerians, Nigerian leaders, Nigerian government, how far? Where is the justice? 5 years later, how closer are we to justice, or how farther away are we from justice? All the talk of ending police brutality, law enforcement brutality, we don't end them. What of the talk that year where government they talk say police reform, police reform? Sure, we don't reform the police. Abi 5 years later, we have more complaints of police brutality than 5 years ago when Nigerians came out to protest. What of the justice for the victims of police and law enforcement brutality, including even the NSAS victims? Sure, we don't get justice for them. How many people exactly died? How many bodies they been seen for the mortuary? Shall Lagos State government, after they released that their white paper, so-called white paper reports, what happened to the subsequent reports? Because these people who died, they are not unknown Nigerians. So now human beings, person brother, person sister, person picking, person, all human beings will get names. People like the young boy Pelumi Unifade, the young journalist, and many others. Shall we don't get justice for them? Because some people will die for that answers, they will think the country don't better. They will think they were martyrs. Imagine beginning to fail and living a life where there is more suppression after that. What happened to all of those conferences and all the this thing where they've been put together at that period? The NSAS panel where they've been set up across the 36 states, including Abuja, what happened to the reports? What of the officers who were indicted of carrying out torture, brutality, killing innocent citizens? Have we been able to hold them accountable? Where are they? They said they moved from SARS, they come out SARS, they open SWAT. All those officers where they move, where they indict, is it that they just move them from the SWAT to mainstream police? That is a case of problem that have changed location, moving from NEPA to power holding, still no light. Ori buruku lenshe, Nigerian leaders. Ori buruku lenshe. Nigerians, I just want to let you to know that your oppressors are not willing to release justice to you. It is up to all of us to wake up and demand that the right thing must be done, because injustice to one person somewhere means that the right of another person everywhere is not protected. May God forbid it not be say Nigeria go happen to you negatively before you activate. Some people between the time where NSAS happened and today, how many people still did detention center? According to reports, in fact, some of the peaceful protesters were in prison up till this year, 5 years later. Tomorrow we go there, justice for this, justice for this. Nigerians, we must come together. If your law enforcement is not professional and working, if your judicial system is not working, everybody in a potential victim waiting for your turn to happen. Any law enforcement that cannot protect the life of the living cannot give justice to the dead. You are just wasting time, because it is easier to heal the sick than to raise the dead. Nigerians, the thing where we wait for turn by turn Nigeria PLC. I just want to encourage and tell Nigerians, you cannot fail victims where don't die, not just because of them, but because even we where they are alive, it can happen to anybody, God forbid. May Nigeria not happen to you before you activate. Some people they detention center, some people they prison. Their families don't even think say maybe they don't die, they don't go, but because of the failed criminal justice system of the country, every day Nigeria is happening to people. But the oppressors and the people who put Nigerians in chains, so they are not ready to release you. Nigerians, we must move, put aside your ethnic and religious divide, mobilize yourself. The right to peaceful protest is guaranteed. Enforce it, mount your guard, and ensure that there should be justice. How can you have a society where human beings can die? Countless numbers of human beings can die and nothing will happen. Even dog or animals, they go die for Western country. Something will be said about them. If you beat animal, they go say animal cruelty. For Nigeria, human being go die and nothing will be done about it. I beg all of us as Nigerians, it is up to all of us to decide. Just know that your oppressors are not willing to give you justice. It is your duty to wake up and demand for justice. May God rest the souls of all who die. May God send help to those with detention so that they can be released and live a normal life. And may God give wisdom and courage to those of us with the outside to know, say, we deserve better. And in a society where injustice is prevalent, everybody can become a victim. May Nigeria not happen to you. Activate. Nigeria is a country of more than 200 million activists. Do not wait for Nigeria to happen to you before you activate. God bless Nigeria. My name is Peter for Nigeria.
Hey, my people, welcome. Kiogene, welcome. Now only you dey here for now. How you dey? Eh? Maybe they go show up. You know, say everybody get their life now. They busy. You know, my own not to come. If they not catch me live, they go catch them on replay. You know? So, how you dey? Welcome. Good to see you. Happy Tuesday to you. I hope you had a wonderful day.
Fixed date for protest. You see, before protest ever get head for this country, Nigeria, oh damn, my cap. This my head. I don't know whether some people they fear them. I don't know.
Oh, you watch my replay?
How you go look?
Oh, thank you very much.
My head go dey fear you.
I hope you put your thoughts in the comment section. Let me know what you think.
Fixed date for protest. But the problem now is how one country know say okay, protest make people come outside. That be the problem. If you decide okay, you don't want fixed date for protest, how people want to know when they will come outside? If you fix date for protest, government go monitor and try to stop them. You see the problem we get for this
country.
country.
No wahala. Thank you for listening though.
What did I see today? Because if they tell me for this country, so we get this kind of numbers of military for this Abuja, and they experience insecurity problem, and we get this kind of military for this country, I'm not gonna believe. You need to see they carry, and they see armored car for harmless protesters.
Aye.
Protesters, we don't carry anything. We don't carry armored car. See guns. Jesus Christ. Like, see, I don't know. If they say, okay, make them no fix any date. Any day when you make, they will just start the protest. Now, how people want country knows where, know how, and where.
One guy like that too.
If they fix it, they will monitor and they monitor. What
I don't know the guy like that.
Anywhere where they just say they gather, they don't find we come that place. Don't dissolve everybody.
I'm telling you.
Don't dissolve everybody. Don't
they fear and shadow.
Now this video that won't pass.
I will agitate against it. I will refuse to live in a country where I will be discriminated against because I'm an Igbo man. That is what we are saying. You and I, we are in this country. When Buratai said they're under the guise of non-kinetic approach, Buratai said that we are rehabilitating Boko Haram members. They call them repentant Boko Haram members. And what you see, that they call them repentant Boko Haram members and they recruit them and put them into the
see them. Wow.
This country, there should be justice for all Nigerians. There should be full justice. You can see we are here addressing the press, exercising our right to freedom of expression, and you can see what the police, what they are doing, the way they are intimidating us as citizens of this country. We are saying that Nigerians have the freedom to express themselves, to freely express themselves.
Wow. Meanwhile, terrorists are freely operating.
We will not be intimidated in this country. We are saying that we need good governance. We need a country where all citizens must be treated equally. A country where all Nigerians will be treated equally.
This man is fearless.
Do you see me carry arms? Do you see me carry?
Wow. Wow. This is wild.
No,
What is wrong with Bola Ahmed Tinubu? Hey God, now civilian dictatorship be this so.
And the funny thing be saying now these military people even need helpers for this country, but sweetie they don't turn them.
Exactly.
Sweetie they do their fellow Nigerians. Sweetie they do them. Sweetie they do their fellow Nigerians. Go punish the one. God punish the one, no. God punish the one. The one you know go escape the punishment of God. God punish the one. You see.
Wait till bring D1 matter enter this one. Meanwhile, breaking. A senior official of the Nigerian Petroleum Company has forfeited $2.5 million mansion in Los Angeles, California to the U.S. government after being convicted of money laundering. $2.5 million. Anyway, moving along. Meanwhile, your una Bishop Kuka, they say why they give reason why Nigeria should not be designated as a country of particular concern. Corn dey inside Bishop Kuka pocket. Let me just say that. Al Jazeera, I don't know. Al Jazeera no dey see the unaliving when they happen for Nigeria. They no wan talk true, but if na Palestine matter, we no go rest. They won't deny say that they commit genocide for Nigeria. People they attack, they drag Al Jazeera for Twitter. Now, I don't know if you guys remember a video of an imam that was circulating. The imam tell Tinubu, he say, now, Tinubu, his wife is an infidel. Even as an infidel, she's an oga. She's an oga, a leader among the infidels. Oh, even her, God's judgment says she must be pied. She's a pastor. Leaders of infidels, Christianity. Allah says they must be pied. This is an Arewa scholar calling for the unaliving of Tinubu's wife because she's a Christian. Preaching pieing in God's name is not faith. It is hate speech and must be reported and punished. Yep, now so that they enjoy the money. Hey, Mikalo, welcome, oh, my brother. Thank you, welcome. Agbado galore. In fact, na roasted agbado I dey even dey chop for hand sef. Roasted one. When they roast well. Al Jazeera government na them dey. So why them go? Okay. Now I'm gonna listen to Kuan Yew. Abemona listen to them.
I don't think I've made myself clear. We did not change the cultural habits, the cultural beliefs or value systems of the people. What we did was to change their overt behavior. When we had people living in shanty huts made of soap boxes and zinc roofs with a hole in the ground for a water closet, and no running water or electricity. Life is somewhat rough and ready. Now when you put them into high rises with lifts and running hot and cold and power, all the other amenities of life, you cannot behave the way you did when you lived in a shanty hut.
Yeah.
I give you a simple illustration. I discussed it this morning, but I think I might as well tell you, you might find this difficult to believe, but having moved in there, they know they got a water closet, but they like to be a source of annoyance to their neighbors. So they will urinate in the lifts.
Whoa. Can you hear that?
So that everybody would be inconvenienced. So to overcome this, our housing authority devised a special mechanism that would make the lift stop. And you will be apprehended. To defeat that, they press the button, they stand outside and pee. To defeat that, we installed a camera.
Now they
So it's
listen.
like mine warfare, submarine, mine, anti-mine.
Wow.
It goes to show just how tenacious people are in making a nuisance of themselves to other people. Why they get satisfaction out of this, I will never understand.
So basically, here's what he said. So when he was working on, when he was when they were building Singapore, right? And they started moving people from the shanties to decent living spaces. Basically, the underlining message there is that they found it hard to adjust. So they were living in those new places where they've been moved to, right? As though they were living in the shanties. That's why they were peeing in the elevator. So what they started doing is working on the mind of the people. So in order to combat all that attitude and behaviors, they started putting things in place, right, to prevent people from doing those things. The first thing they do was when you pee in the elevator will stop abruptly, right? And you get fined or punished in some form. When they now saw that they did that, they started opening the elevator to pee outside. The stubbornness was increasing. But what did they do? They installed CCTV cameras. You see, this is what Nigeria needs. Is a leader that thinks in a very transformational way. The kind of mindset, the kind of people that need to come in and work Nigeria. Now, you literally have to rework the minds of the people. Because the same thing is going to happen in Nigeria. If you move people because people have been so used to living in dirt, in poverty, in squalor for so long, once Nigeria starts to work, they will become enemy to the new Nigeria. It's just that simple. Let's listen to more of it. Thank you very much, Michael. Those are leaders who use their brain cells. Yeah, let's listen to this.
You see, this is a moment of, every time we look back on this moment when we signed this agreement which severed Singapore from Malaysia, it will be a moment of anguish. I mean, for me, it is a moment of anguish because all my life,
the man, they cry, yo. The work when they do for Singapore, the man is crying.
you see, the whole of my adult life, I had believed in Malaysian merger and the unity of these two territories.
So he was actually thinking of merging Malaysia and Singapore. I didn't know this. So I think he wasn't successful in doing the merger. So that's what's causing this emotional, But anyway.
As people connected by geography, economics, and ties of kinship, would you mind if we stop for a while? I've been so busy in the last few days, I haven't had a time to compose my thoughts in writing, to tell you what it's all about and why. What has happened, and there's nothing to be worried about. Many things will go on just as usual. But be firm, be calm. We are going to have a multiracial nation in Singapore. We will set the example. This is not a Malay nation. This is not a Chinese nation. This is not an Indian nation. Everybody will have his place. Equal. Language, culture, religion. And we will carry on helping the Malays as we promised to do. And finally, let us really, Singaporeans, I can't call myself a Malaysian now, reunite. Regardless of race, language, religion, culture.
Let me change my topic here. Let us unite regardless of race, tribe, or religion. Muna no verse o. Okay. Unlike the criminal politicians in Nigeria, he didn't call his people peeing in elevators. He was determined to change their mindset, and he did. I'm telling you, that's a person who has the people at heart. Your politicians don't have anybody at heart but themselves. That's why it is the way it is. Unfortunately, they don't have.
If you meet
Listen to this.
Singapore, whoever governs Singapore must have that iron in him or give it up. This is not a game of cards. This is your life and mine. This was a mud flat, swamp. Today, this is a modern city. 10 years from now, this will be a metropolis.
See leader now. It's really become metropolis. Hi! Salobua. Hey! May the ancestors hear our prayers of those of us that have not given up. I beg. Hey. The man talk am as he talk am na so he be. Single-handedly impacted the lives of his people. And so it go be for Traore. Una no vessel. I dey bring more. Na timeline. We go learn this thing together.
You know, every time we look back.
No, this is the same video. Let's see. Now, no say na engineers, na they run China. Engineers, na they run China. Do you know that? The way buildings they come up every time for China is in another world. They don't already dey the future. Every other person they play catch up. Every other place they play catch up. Aye. Anyway, we will get there. I have a dream. The dream will definitely come to pass.
Those who, before the protest, I was one of those who said, look, let those who, Southeasterners keep away. And the reason why I said that was that when Showore started calling names.
Sorry, I not fit show the videos. I know.
Trying to rub him in the mud.
Now listen, we go listen today.
I said, if Peter shows there, they will either kill him or arrest him. And the next thing is that they will charge him for treason. So for me, the protest did not achieve what it was meant to achieve. But one thing I like the protest for is that we have moved it from the southeast
to Nigeria,
to the seat of power. And that's what I've always told the people in the southeast. Those who declare sit at home, I say, you cannot declare sitting at home in the southeast and you expect it to affect the federal government. Declare it in the come to the Abuja and declare. Or you say that all Igbos who are trading in Nigeria, everybody go open your shop, then it will affect the country. So what they were doing in the southeast was actually killing the southeast rather than protecting and elevating the south.
But do you think that particular call on Monday will ever hold water, given the fact that
he was, the guy did not come to play. Was a man with a purpose.
People who are supposed to be the majority persons trading in that trade fair should try their best not to be part of the protest. Talking about the fragility of the trade fair and its complex at this point.
Well, if you look at it from that point, everybody's protecting themselves. But I have to tell you, that's why we have a problem in Ebola. First problem we have is the way is those are no leaders. And unfortunately, the people you see today parading themselves as leaders are not leaders. These are psychopaths. And that is where the problem of the Igbos starts. The Igbos have no person who is speaking for them. The things that are happening in Ebola cannot happen in the north. You see where the bandits sit down with government officials negotiating.
Yeah.
Can you see
it's obvious now. I didn't know much about Nnamdi Kanu before. But yeah.
One law is for the south, one law is for the north. And we must be very honest with ourselves when we say these things.
Yeah, we have to.
The unity that these people keep talking about
is not
applicable in the southeast.
Even in the south. Abole southeast. Who has been to the south lately? The place be like disappearing city.
But for us to have a Nigeria that works, we must have the same law.
Everybody go talk for you know. Because that's where we are now. Everybody, we have all become tribal.
Do you think that any level of pressure through protest mounted on the federal government will lead to the release of
the only solution to the release of Nnamdi is political.
Is protest part of it?
No. It is political. Nnamdi Kanu is a political prisoner.
Okay.
There are other people who have said worse things like Nnamdi Kanu. Where you come from in Nigeria today, of Nigeria today, determines the kind of justice you get.
Please, I want you to answer my question. Do you think that any level of protest mounted? And I asked you, political solution, is protest part of the political solution?
No.
Okay, so
I do not believe in this protest.
That was the first question I asked.
I do not. You know why I do not believe in this protest?
Okay.
I do not believe in it because you cannot tell
Okay.
about the father.
That was the problem. He didn't want to. Maybe that was his weakness.
The man behind
Every person they
behind
get
the
weakness.
protest, they're not even being sincere.
When you don't, but not listening to other people, that may have contributed to why they were able to just capture him like that.
Let me finish. The only way I will
Unfortunate.
see sincerity in this protest is if Shokore gets arrested and tried to be honest.
Youths are the most when I tell you that there is a problem in Africa, you think I'm joking.
No, no, don't vex.
African
So I
youths
dey eat
are the
popcorn.
most unserious
I'm
set
eating
of human
agbado.
beings on planet Earth. These are youths who are comfortable with suffering.
Yeah.
They are all tigers online, but in real life, when it's time to come together and say enough,
Tigers
is enough,
online.
some of them will start playing tribal politics.
Yep.
What a shame. My assistant showed me something recently, and I didn't know whether to laugh or cry. Studio, please put it on the screen. For God's sake, what is this? These are the people currently handling the affairs of Cameroon. Is Cameroon a village? Because this looks like the Igwe and his cabinet. Just look, the president is 92 years old. The Senate president is 90.
Hey!
The National Assembly president
It's
is 85.
85. Jesus.
The Minister of Justice is
86.
86. The head of police is 92.
92.
And the president of the Constitutional Council is 85.
Jesus.
Jesus Christ.
Geriatrics.
I'm sure some of them already have dementia.
Yeah.
How can you have people that are supposed to be ancestors ruling you? It's a shame. A big shame. Cameroon youths, how do you sleep and wake up?
Hey, Nigeria.
Look at Nigeria too.
Hey.
And you wonder why the whole world has left us behind.
They no go leave us. Now ancestors, they gargoyles. Gargoyles. Mona listen to Dele Faro to me.
When I say it is time, I am saying it is time to organize to end this madness. To do so in a non-violent fashion.
Now they hear?
To do so, setting out clearly a way for all of us to come together, because without organizing, we become a mob. A mob is easily defeated.
Exactly.
But if we organized ourselves across the 774 local governments of Nigeria, and Nigerian victims are to be found everywhere in Nigeria,
Yep.
the biggest problem we've had is an inability to synergize and to organize
Yeah.
ourselves. It is time to organize. It is time to begin to look beyond all the things that have divided us.
I'm telling
Because
you.
if we do not organize, if we continue agonizing,
Yep.
this system will collapse and we will be the collateral damage.
Yep.
America cares nothing about me and you. Neither do the religious rulers of this country. The politicians care nothing. If we are going to survive.
Can you imagine that? So if he had listened, Abuja would have been exactly. Because then he would have had people stand up for him. This is why listening is very important, because you don't know it all. I think that's probably one of his greatest weakness, is that he didn't listen and he felt like, he could handle it alone. And I have said, really, he didn't make it. If he had made it a more unifying fight, a lot of people would have stood up for him much earlier than this, to be quite honest. I've said this somewhere before. Like, he just made it a Southeast thing. I wish he made it a more unifying thing. Speaking for the North, the Middle, the whole of Nigeria, I'm telling you, people would have rallied behind him. This one, they just easily pick him up like that. Here's a lesson. This is a lesson for all of us to learn. If you want to do well, go alone, right? Not what they say. But if you want to go far and be very successful, go with people. You cannot have this type of powerful message and exposure and do it in your corner. It doesn't work. Your message has to have the capacity to capture the minds of people everywhere around you. The whole of Nigeria for stand up. That one, I know. It's quite unfortunate. That doesn't diminish the fact that the man, I can't knock him for fighting for his people. Because Nigeria is such a complex place. I cannot knock the man. He's still a hero. I mean, for somebody to stand up for his people and put his body on the line for his people, that's admirable. But he could have achieved much more success. Because look at it now. People that didn't really know much about the fight and didn't know much about his messaging, that are now discovering his messages, are now saying, what this man was saying was true. There was no lie. People like me, I only discovered Nnamdi Kanu in recent years. I didn't know much. I used to hear about it, but I didn't used to pay attention, you know. I wasn't involved. I wasn't interested in anything politics, Nigeria, or any. I was not. So for me to now, so this man had this kind of message, and this is what's playing out. I wish, but that's a lesson for all of us. If you're going to fight, you make sure you're carrying everybody along. Look at when Dele Farotimi was locked up. Everybody, including myself, I read the novel finish for my channel. I never ever meet Dele Farotimi for my life. And I'm not trying to compare, please. I'm not trying to compare at all. That's not what I'm trying to do. In case I'm not trying to offend anyone. I'm just explaining my own understanding of how things, you know, should be. Everybody stood up. That's how you fight. Dele Farotimi has been preaching now. We all need to come together and put our differences aside and fight. That is the type of unifying message that should be found on everybody's lips. Because all this small bantering that's going on, we can only banter if we are alive. That's when the banter will be sweet. It's when we are alive, I can say, Mike, I beg, take your time. I don't like what you talk. That's when I can say that. I can call anybody I want. But if we're not there here, who want to sit to the banter with? Unfortunately, all our ancestral homes are tied to that one nation. What do we do? Exactly. A lot of people would have been in Nigeria steadily. Exactly. You are right. To deal with Nigeria, you must be anonymous. Even if you are not anonymous, you have to make sure that you are well known and your impact is so far-reaching that if they touch you, people will come out. Look at what happened with VDM. They arrested VDM in the bank. What happened? All the rattles all over the world. I didn't even know they had rattles all over. Me, because I like some of the good work he does. He's not a perfect young man, but he's the eye for the young people. And he's doing something. Whether we like his method of doing it or not, whether we like the way he comports himself or not, the fact is that he's doing something. Look at how people rose up for him. That is how. In Nigeria. Otherwise, they go just, if you do one by yourself in one corner with your people, they go just label you, carry you, snatch you out. That's what they do. That's what they do. This is why I said for us to move forward in Nigeria, if we do not come together, oh my God, we don't know who we are dealing with. We are dealing with the devil himself. We just say now by play. Now only unity. Now go fit defend Tinubu. Take it to the bank. It is only unity of everyone that will defeat Tinubu. All this division, tribal division here, and that's why he keeps using that. If you notice, Tinubu has weaponized bigotry, religious and tribal bigotry. He has so that is his greatest strength. That's why he doesn't stop it, because it is his strength. But the moment you take that away from him and you unify, that man will lose the battle. 2027, with all the governors that will decamp and everybody that will decamp, I tell you, that election will be difficult for him because the people unified. Go and write it down. Exactly. They can't. They cannot. Exactly. Kyogene. I even have friends. I have friends in the military here. I have friends. I know what they told me. The only way we can successfully do, because I have a friend who's in the military where him mama, they kidnap him mama till today, they not see him mama. Till today, that thing he carry that thing for mind. They wait for the slightest opportunity. During this 2023 election, now so he go reach out to me, go say, sis, how far? What is it looking like? There were people that were ready. Oh God. Almost forget. The only way we can get this, and it is only in our unity that they can come in. It is not in our division. What am I even saying? There was a space I was in. A military guy from Nigeria, a soldier from Nigeria, he called in anonymously. And he said the only way that, because they themselves, the military, they are not happy with what's going on. They are unhappy. They are miserable about what's going on. He said, but the only way that they can successfully join the people is when we unify, that we should try. He was begging. Telling you, that's the only way we can win Tinubu. Forget, because you are dealing with the devil. Tinubu is the devil. You are dealing with him. You cannot win him one-on-one and say you want to go. The guy has the experience. The guy has the strategy. He's been in the game for long. You are dealing with someone that has moved drugs. Do you know what it takes to be able to have a criminal mind like that? We have to come together, Michael. We have to come together. In order for us to finally say, okay, we want to go apart, that coming together is so essential. That's the only way we win this. We cannot do it divided. We cannot be staying, one person will stay, this one will be doing tribal bigotry, this one is doing a religious bigotry. It's not going to work. Guess what? 2027 election will come. Tinubu will win again if we do not unify. And time is running out. That's the only concern I have. And we don't even need, not too many people are needed. We just need crucial number of people. Critical mass. Some of us for here go even go join the protest. Wallahi talai. We go. What are you living for when you don't have ancestral home again? And you go leave children, may your children will come turn to slave in the future. Is that what? Hey, God, I beg, oh. We have, that is the message that each and every one of us should be carrying. Unity is the only thing that can defeat Tinubu. Nothing else will defeat him. Nothing else. Why do you think that in every other opposition party there's chaos? You think it's by accident? That is the only way Tinubu can thrive. That is the only way he can be successful. When all the parties are in chaos, that is his greatest joy. Where he's able to plant people there that will cause chaos. Agent provocateurs. That is what he uses. Then he will not divide people. He will pay influencers 5K level, they 20K level, they 10K level, they some of them even they will switch their names from one tribe to another to cause mayhem, to cause division. I'm telling you, that's what this man is doing. Because he doesn't want it to stop. The moment he stops, and he sees that people start to unify, even if those people are there, let's say the agent provocateurs are there and everybody, if a critical mass of people unite amongst all tribes and religion, it will be game over for Tinubu. If no matter how all the governors or all the senators or how many there be, unity will divide them. Exactly. You see what I mean? So without unity, we can't get shit done. We can't even go and let's say these people when you mention now, We cannot even go and approach them and say, let's even find strategy from them. Let's see what we can do, how we can leverage on that. We can't without unity. One person not fit just go. A group of people like now, Igbo people alone not fit just go there say, oh, how you want to help us? It no fit. When you are dealing with a sovereign nation, you have to have a critical number of people from all tribes within the country, unify, critical mass. Then when you approach those people, they go know how they go take give you strategy. Not be this one way they do. When you see people they do bigotry, Olympics online. That's not going to get us anywhere. We're just going to hand the election to Tinubu on a platter of gold. That's what's going to happen. I'm telling you guys, that is exactly what's going to happen. You think he's not happy? Why do you think he's restless now? Why do you think he's been restless now? Let me tell you why. Because now, America has been saying a country of particular concern, he doesn't want that. Because if that happens, guess what? America now will get opportunity to come the country, come rescue the Christians. He go blow up all the plan when he be get all the people. Because some of those people, when they terrorize people, they are part of their boys. Let's not get it twisted. Let's just say it the way it is. The people that are sponsoring some of these terrorists, and they tell they go expose the names of the people. And some of those people, they work with them. And he need those people for election 2027. You think he wants that to be taken away? That is why he's jittery. That's why he's going everywhere. He's restless. His people are restless. They've been trying to find something to distract the people with. They throw in, military coup. The military came out, debunked it and said, no, it was nothing like that too. Where they take here that one? He's been pushed, looking for ways to distract the people. It's not working yet. It is not working yet. Because people are now able to decipher really quickly. And say, I beg you, Mona, forget I'll be APC and propaganda. You see, and people don't they understand the trick now. People don't they open their eye. And they see some northern TikTok spaces where they talk about Nnamdi Kanu, they talk about concerns for the South. And they see the South, they talk about the concerns for the North. That is what is needed. We need more of that. We need more people to open their minds, open their hearts. We need to build the critical mass so that we can get, once we uproot these gargoyles out of office. Everybody, we cannot come to the table and say, it's been real. We cannot do this together. May everybody go and sign Papa's name. That is when you can come to the table and negotiate from a place of strength. Not be with this. And all the people that are pushing, T-Pain should divide the country. He cannot, because they work for Yoruba people when they put out for there. And the Yoruba people when they put out for there, they get resources for the country. And I ain't they in charge. So he not go fit. If he try they go sabotage him. It's simple. So he's between a rock and a hard place right now. That's what's happening with T-Pain. That's what's happening with him. We can't continue like this. We would have failed the generation that are coming if we leave this country like this. If anybody is tired, you are tired of fighting, it's understandable. Go and take a break. This fight go long. It is not a sprint. It's a marathon. For marathon, you need stamina. You need to build energy. If you don't get the stamina, you cannot run the marathon. If you never build your stamina and you never build that, you need to be able to stagger your energy, stagger. If you don't know how to do that, you ain't ready for this fight. People, when they collect their country from demonic, worst people, now they don't get two heads. See what happened. Okay, look at what happened recently. Not be Madagascar, it happened, I'll be where. What happened? The people fall out. They say we don't want. Guess what happened? The military, when they're sent to go dispel the protesters, what did they do? Because the people unify. They drop their weapons, join the people. That is it right there. The military that you are calling, they are not going to do anything because you guys are not unified. You have to understand that the mind of the military is different from the mind of the regular person. Their training is different. Their training is a brother down. They're not, they see each other in terms of tribe for Nigeria as bad as they do not. They see themselves as brothers. I'm not talking about the ones that they absorb after they fight people. No. I'm talking about those that join the military for the right reasons. And there are a lot of them still in the military, but they're not going to do anything for you until you get your acts together. That's the only way you can get anything from them. That's the only way we win this. Even the police that you people are insulting every day, you go bow. Once you people can unify, police go join, drop uniform, join una. Oh my God. I never know it they happen. And Madagascar doing. Kenya, as he hot reach for Kenya, they doing. Kenya doing. We know what we they do. Oh. When we know what we they do.
Because we found common purpose. In the absence of common purpose, I need us to...
Let me start this video again.
When I say it is time, I am saying it is time to organize to end this madness. To do so in a non-violent fashion. To do so setting out clearly a way for all of us to come together, because without organizing, we become a mob. A mob is easily defeated. But if we organized ourselves across the 774 local governments of Nigeria, and Nigerian victims that will be found everywhere in Nigeria, the biggest problem we've had is an inability to synergize and to organize ourselves. It is time to organize. It is time to begin to look beyond all the things that have divided us. Because if you do not organize, if we continue agonizing, this system will collapse and we will be the collateral damage. America cares nothing about me and you. Neither do the religious rulers of this country.
If we do not organize, we will continue to agonize. We will continue to. If we do not organize, let me write this down. I'm going to use it for my next title. Hey. If we do not organize, we will continue agonizing. It's not word though. Okay. All right.
Politicians care nothing. If we are going to survive the implosion that is almost certain to come, it will be because we found common purpose. In the absence of common purpose, I need us to remember we are lacking in national institutions that can preserve this country by the time the coming implosions come. It is only the victims uniting that can hold this country together. Everything that hails the Hausa man, hails the Igbo man, hails the Yoruba man, hails the Ijaw man.
Yep.
The only thing that unites Nigerians are our sufferings.
That's right.
And surely it shouldn't be too difficult for us to find common purpose in the midst of what has happened to all of us.
When Bishop Kuka is talking, I wonder how he makes his face. I wonder what's going through his mind. I wonder.
If that amnesty was not given to Niger Delta militants, I'm sure maybe we would have had to be importing crude oil into Nigeria by now, because the Niger Delta militants were all over, and they were making the economy. Not only that, they even killed and maimed. And today, all the militant leaders have been settled. Many have been sent abroad for further studies. They have given them jobs. Now, it is the result of that agitation that led to what we have as the Ministry of Niger Delta today. That has also brought about the South-South Development Commission. That has also brought about the implementation of 30% derivation. That has also brought about the amnesty program, where billions of naira have been spent and is still being spent. So sometimes this agitation has their own salutary effect. They have the positive sides to it. And I think we should look at type of agitation. What is source for the goose is source for the gander. If you can grant amnesty to insurgents in the northeast under the guise of Operation Safe Corridor, you are taking Operation Safe Corridor. These Boko Haram insurgents have killed and maimed and destroyed public property. They have made the state ungovernable. But you will say, oh, those who voluntarily surrender should be given the radicalization and reintegration. So what message are you sending? These people committed greater heinous crime than in Nnamdi Kanu. Then you look at the Northwest. The bandits in the Northwest, are they not being granted amnesty? Are they not being rehabilitated? Are they not being encouraged to lay down their hands and get amnesty from state and federal government? So even in the Southwest, where you are, we have heard the stories of our OPC, Operation Odua People's Congress, in the 90s, when they took the nation, the country by storm. And people like Chief Gani Adams, who is today the Ààrẹ Ọ̀nà Kakanfò of Yoruba land, was arrested by the authorities and was being prosecuted, but the state eventually found a political solution to it. I don't think he was ever convicted before he was released.
Well, hopefully the Senate can really implement this no child marriage and really punish the offenders. The real offenders are within them in the Senate. I wish they would start with those in the Senate. Names that will not be mentioned. I'm not going to mention any names, but they know themselves. If they start from themselves, I'll know that they are serious. Because there are many when they do the same thing. That's it. People are suffering. Guess why the people are suffering? Because people are not unified. That's why people are suffering. If we're unified, we'll feel each other's pain. When we hear saying something, they go on, you go see people gather from every corner of Nigeria, go that place, go fight for the people. Until we're ready, Tinubu will come back again 2027. Not because until we unite. Tinubu is Nigeria's karma. Nigeria's karma. Until he's there to get you people to get your act together. If you don't get your act together, you continue with him. It's like anything in this life. If you don't learn the lesson you ought to learn, you keep repeating it until you learn. That's how it is. It's the same thing with Tinubu. As he did there, so until Nigerians recognize that one way or the other we are connected, we don't drink the same water from the same ground. We don't date the waiting they happen for one side affect another side. Until then, on a long thing, Tinubu go stroll. He go stroll enter the place. Nothing go happen. No only shout, na go shout. Later now can't do. I'm skipping my eye on judiciary. I no go follow now. They keep eye then, because my own eye go dey rest under spa treatment. I no fit for wahala. Telling you people. See, 64 communities wiped off. 64 communities wiped off the map just like that in Nigeria. And only to Nigerian Christians. Did you hear of the young Fulani Yoruba guy herding cows and saying that Southerners keep burying their dead with cows, but yet keep complaining about the terrorists amongst them? Oh! Hey! Why am I not surprised about it? I didn't see it, oh. I don't know about that video. Have I not said it here that people should boycott cows? I've said it here now. If nobody they buy car, wetin they can't find? If, for instance, now all the communities decide say we know they buy car again, we know they buy. Anybody when want buy cow, if you carry enter community before you carry and pass, the questions when you go through, the kind bottleneck, bureaucracy when you suppose go through just for buying cow, you go tired to buy the cow. Eat what you have in your community. If na chicken, now you get, eat from your chicken. If na fish, eat from your fish. Which one be cow? You dey go buy cow now, but those cows go come, they go destroy your farms. You have your traditional leaders that are having cow. What do they do with cow? What are they doing with cows? They are the ones bringing this mayhem into your communities, in case you don't know. I've said it here before. We did. Boycott the goddamn cows. If you don't eat meat, you know who buy. See suya. They do suya up and down for Nigeria. They do suya. So they get levels to suya now. You people are not ready. You are not ready. When those people go ready to slaughter everybody, oh my God. Now that cow, they go first enter people body. By the time they sell the cow, they don't put something for the cow body. Now go chop. Maybe now the cow make people for sat and for the sat now mumu. I don't even know. We don't know. Combination of many things. Okrika cloth they there. Una go eat Fulani people cow. When be say una don't know what they do to the cows before they sell them to una. Una go chop them. Now make them mumu. It be like say people don't know what they do again. They don't use jazz plus many things. Ibi, welcome, oh, welcome. I don't see you. Your face show, your shoe shine. Welcome. Stop buying the cows. Stop buying the cows. If you stop to the buy cows, first of all, they go lose money. You know how much one cow is? They go lose. That is how you fight. You go lose money like this. Where people say they buy 10 cows, 50 cows before, nobody they buy again. Do you know the loss that will incur? Maybe they chop their cow by themselves. You people will not listen. You people will not listen. With all the unaliving that is going on in the middle belt, for instance, now. In the middle belt especially, you will expect that every person in Nigeria will say, because of what's happening in the middle belt, we are not buying cows anymore. How far removed can you be from your brother's suffering? I don't understand it. How far removed can you be? You stop. Everybody, it should be a message across board. Nobody should buy cows coming from this end because of what they are doing to our middle belt brothers and sisters. Well, lie to lie. That thing will stop. But no. You people want to chop cow. You want to eat suya. You want to eat cow head. Thank you very much, my sister Ibi. Wanna encourage me, oh. This work, you know, easy. Wanna encourage me. Wanna give me super chat. Wanna make my mind sweet too. Cause to come out, I know say I know they ask. I know they remember to ask for super chat or any of those things because I just feel may not be like say I know they like to put pressure on people and I know they like to feel like say they put pressure. So whatever day you people's minds, wanna do the new football. I know what to do. To encourage a sister, at least I go fit go market. I go buy which fruits they in in the season now. Now whether I'm not sure say mango season don't reach. I think mango season don't pass. I used to know these things before. As a farmer, I used to know. I don't remember again the season for mango. Even to eat fruit now, said they had me. If you eat fruit, the fruit not the before when you eat fruit, all your belly go. You go know, you go feel am for your body. Now the fruit where they market now, I dey fear. I no dey eat fruit again. No, na concoction I come dey drink. Lemon, turmeric, garlic, because fruit not dey work the way it's supposed to work anymore. I don't know wetin they don't do to the fruit. Hey, guy, walele, welcome. Whoa. Guy, don't show. I don't remember the last time I ate cow meat. Fish and chicken, they healthy for you. Yeah. No, I'm just, it's, yeah. Even if you're here in America, you can see, as a Nigerian, the fact that the cows is what people are rustling, they're carrying cows, they're wrecking people's farms. It's enough for everybody in Nigeria to say no to cows, no more cow meat. Anybody when they sell cow meat, you go can't ask question. You can't answer question why they sell cow meat. I'm telling you, it's supposed reach. May everybody go boycott pow, pata. Don't let them into your community because of the danger, what it's doing to your brothers and sisters in the middle belt. The middle belt just be like saying only them, they are on their own, suffering it alone. That thing aches, they pain me, I no go lie. We are so divided in Nigeria, it doesn't even make any sense. People are suffering in one corner of the country, nobody cares. Look at the girl that was kidnapped in Edo State. The girl still dey kidnappers then. They beg, they make her they do video every day. I know they won't feel watch the video because my heart just dey break. I hate the feeling of helplessness. I'm telling you, if the whole of Nigeria, look, if the entire Gawalele, it's not even just the south, the whole of the south, say, because of what is going on in the middle belt, no more buying of cows. I'm telling you, this thing will stop. Hey, God. No more buying of cows. Just boycott it all together. If na meat, that be your profession, you go for another profession. I'm telling you. You see people doing party every time. They go kick how many cows. You ban the importation of cows anywhere. Nobody, they shouldn't see any cow moving around in the south or anywhere. If they see any cow by mistake enter, sorry, you don't enter one chance with that. That is what it ought to be. Your brother's pain should be your pain. You don't watch your brother cry himself to look at the number of people that they are crying in the middle belt. Do you think anybody is better than them? Has it not come to the south? Are these things not happening in the south? Things that we never used to hear of in Nigeria, it's not happening. Has it not spread all over now? There's so many ways. There's so many angles we can take with this. You don't have to even put your body on the line. You just quietly say no to cows. You don't even have to wait for the federal government to do jack. Let the federal government and their friends be buying the cows. They have the money. But you refuse. Your money will impact their pocket. All that 200 naira meat, it go impact their pocket. Before when they get a federal government go buy, they'll still get small customers. They not go see those small omo. They no tell person. They go they tell them say, oh yeah, but mona slow down. No. You go see as this thing go take quiet down. But no, you dey chop their cow. You dey expect say your life, the person life goes. See as Nigerians they mumu. Who know wetin they don't put for all those cows now one they chop up and down? Who know? People go they see they do kilishi, they do suya. For what? What are you eating suya for? What are you eating it for? Now we don't know the suffer when they our body. I no lie to una. And we don't know. I go continue to talk until all of us decide, say, until every corner of Nigeria unite. We don't need everybody. Everybody should just find a way to meet in the middle. Talking your quarrel. After una don win the fight for una ancestral land, una fit resume fight. Una fit resume. Then you go remember the one when you remember say guy talk to you anyhow yesterday. Then you say, okay, guy, okay, we don't collect our land back. Guy, that's when you do that. They no ever try am with me again. Una resume quarrel. But you people are fighting. You are at risk of losing your ancestral land, and you are doing nothing about it. You people are just quarreling, unnecessary quarrel that does not have any direction. I don't understand. Meanwhile, people are busy taking away your lands from your behind. You have oil. Other people from other places are owning your oil. Don't you see? You have outsiders coming to do business in your communities. They don't even give back to your communities. They don't even employ your people. They employ your people. They pay them peanuts. Are you that blind and deaf and dumb that you cannot see what's going on? You think it's your brother from the south that is causing your problem? Or your brother from the east or the north or the west? It's not none of them. Everybody is suffering. Everybody is suffering. How many people have good roads in their communities? How many? How many? Do you have good roads to drive that your new Lamborghini that you bought that you want to use to show off that you are better than your neighbor? Do you have good roads to drive those cars in? Is your land secure enough that you go and you want to say, oh, you want to go and show off in a club or in a party to your friends? Are you sure that when you drive you will not meet attackers on the way? Can you travel 30 minutes from your house? Safely? We need to start thinking about unifying, and we don't need everybody. We need just a critical mass. These people that are oppressing you, they are not more than 1,000. If they're too plenty, they are not more than 1,000. Exactly. To start, no suya for 1 week. Exactly. Start small. Start. If you do am, you fast from meat. Fast am. Okay, I'm giving up meat. Anybody when they do party, no cow, buy fish. Go and buy fish to do party. Go and buy chicken. Unity is the answer. Unity is the answer. To defeat Tinubu, you gotta unite. Opposition needs to unite. The citizens themselves that are hard hit the most, they need to unite. Without that happening, forget election 2027. I'm going to tell you people now. Just once you see that you are not uniting, opposition is not uniting, may everybody enter house. There's no need. Even if I come here to catch cruise, wallahi, I go just open my channel, open panel. Maybe people come they argue themselves from morning to night. I go leave and I go sleep. I'm not even gonna put any. I'm not going to disturb myself at all. I'm not going to stress myself because the handwriting would have been boldly on the wall. So why should I be wasting my energy? I'm not going to do that. I won't. When you people cannot unite and decide what you want, you now want me to come and be arguing. What do you want to argue? It is as plain as the night and day that this man should not come back in 2027. It is plain, written in bold, capitalized. Tinubu must not come back in 2027. So if you people cannot get your acts together and make sure that man does not return, I'm not going to have any nonsense conversation. When people will come and be saying it's a strategy, strategies unto death, strategies unto destruction. Ha! God forbid, do. I don't go follow and get that kind of argument too. Now sit down, look be monkey business. Now so I go they look. Myself, I go they say, but I mean, he's a strategist indeed. Is he not strategizing propaganda properly? Is he not strategizing lies? I mean, come on now. You gotta give it to the man. Has he not successfully ensured that every governor, every senator, the executive, the legislature, the judiciary is in his pocket? Come on now. Give it to the man. That's what me go to tell now. I go to ask, how do you people want to get around all of that? Eh? I'm telling you, Gawanlele, that suya alone, just say no cow. No cow. Wallahi, they go shape up. By the time they start losing millions, are you going to force people to buy cow? Now it be the problem. They don't know where the suffer when they their body. The people that should be buying cows are the people in the government. Those are the people that should be buying their cows. Not you, common citizen, that your own life is at stake. Your government officials go around with security, heavy security. Even some of them, they still get to them. How many of their chairmen and how many of their what's it called, reps, they don't buy, they don't kidnap by? Shebi we dey here when they buy one or two of them. You will not come get any security, nothing. You just say they go just you are like prey to Nigerian terrorists. Prey. Just coming out of your house, you don't become prey. Is that the kind of life you want to live and hand over to your children? Hey, where you are hunted like an animal. Hey, God forbid. Everybody know what they do for 2027. No, if we're going to win this fight, unity is the answer. Somebody was asking me the question. I think somebody was saying it earlier on today or yesterday, asking the same question. What do we do? How do we get around this? How do we successfully get this? The answer to that question now is unity more than ever before. Unity of opposition, unity of critical mass of citizens. It doesn't have to be everybody. Over 200 million people does not have, but you see the 130 something million that are now in poverty. If 10%, what am I even saying, 5% or even less come out, once they show up, it's game over for Tinubu. With all the governors decamping, with the legislature in his pocket, with his judiciary in his pocket, with the game over. I'm telling you. Will there be casualties? Yes. Because the man that you people allowed to climb there is a bloodthirsty motherfucker. Sorry, there's no better way to put it. The man does not care if he rules over, if he becomes president over ashes. He does not care. He doesn't see you as a human being. To him, you're collateral damage. Someone that is prepping his son to take over from the work he did in Lagos. And Lagosians will fold their hands and allow that happen. Oh my God. Omo, you guys better wake up. Oh. Better wake up. 2027 cannot be the same. You cannot fight the same animal the same way you fought him last time. You can't. Right now, you're dealing with a man who has deepened. His fangs are everywhere. His fangs. There was a picture of there was a drawing of somebody did of T-Pain having chains all over everything in Nigeria. I don't want to even bring up that picture because I don't even want people to have that in their psyche. Because if you're gonna win, you have to cleanse your energy and your mind from everything that's gonna hold you back. If you're gonna have any negativity, if you're gonna have any doubts, you gotta clear your doubts. Because the person you're dealing with is not an ordinary person. It's not. The man is ready to do whatever. Look at any protest that is happening, even if it's students coming out and protesting about high school fees, the man will slam it down. Look at the machine guns that came out just for protesters. Innocent. See the tools when they roll out for Abuja. If those tools were rolled out for people, whether they buy people for North or Middle Belt, they go there alive today. This is to tell you that your government knows exactly what they are doing. And I'm very happy that this whole distraction they're trying to bring about, this whole propaganda they're trying to push and trying to distract the people from by saying that Christians are not being genocided, is falling on deaf ears, because they are coming for them. That's the little joy that I have. How they are going to come for them is the only way I don't know. It's not looking good for Tinubu. 1% of Nigerians, that is that's all we need. 1%, that's it. That 1%, 1.5 go there Abuja, surround everywhere, sea of people, because that's where the seat of power is. 1 million just there Abuja, the rest spread like this thing, like bee over honey. Exactly. Stop buying cows, marching straight. I'm telling you, first of all, stop to buy cow. Just stop am. Not buy cow again. If you get party, buy fish, tilapia. Buy the cheapest fish, kote or whichever one. Buy. I'm telling you. That is how you boycott. That is how you do damage to people. You go after the money. That's how you do it. You first disable them with, you go pull your money comot. Your 200 naira mean a lot. That 200 naira when you think they go buy meat, it mean a lot to that person, because they want maximize profit. By the time you not buy the meat, all of una decide so una no go buy. People when they market self not buy. It go affect them. No guys, no it affect them. Unity demands and direct confrontation. Only 1 to 3 million people out in 5 major cities. Exactly. Lagos, Abuja, Port Harcourt, Kaduna. I'm telling you, game over. That is it. We just need a critical. I'm telling you people. That is a winning thing. If you wanna win this, if you want to break Tinubu, unity, because he thrives in division. He thrives in it, and he's very strategic. He's very strategic about that division. He's very, very strategic about it. You understand? So in order for you have to do the opposite of it. The only thing that will break this man's back is unity. It's that simple. It's not as complicated as we think it is. Unity and that critical mass. Boycott buying cow. Not buy cow. Anything coming from the north, don't buy. Do not buy. Even middle belters, may they stop to any one of them when they sell cow. If they are traditional leader, even if they are governor, they sell cow, may they go block at and say they don't want to see any cow for there again. They can't. I say they will run. How many they want to buy? 1 million people running at you. Not even 1 million. 200,000 people. How many do you want to buy? How many? Will there be casualties? Yes. Unfortunately, none of us are going to live forever anyway. Of what use? All the people when they don't live old, live reach 90. What impact have they made in this life? What have they done to improve your lives? What have they done? Those older people, the likes of Obasanjo, supposed they front of that protest. Obasanjo, all of them, when they cause the problem when we did so. Atiku, all of them supposed they front. And they supposed they front, they chest and first. I beg. Not be only to enjoy. Be only to collect, not be to live long, not be matter. Now how you live long, what impact? See Kuan Yew. People see they talk of Kuan Yew till tomorrow. Then they recycle in videos. The people they listen to her over and over. That man can never ever die in the minds of people. Never. What impact? What have you done? Eh? Honestly, if we understand this concept and we take it to us, and I'm very glad because Delivery to me has said it in his video before, and he said it again. It is very important now more than ever for people to come together and understand you are not fighting. Look, you people are not fighting. Don't fight. You are not fighting babies. You are not fighting kids. These are mature people. They are used to doing evil. They've been in it for a very long. They are entrenched in it. The only way you can defeat them is to unify against them and take them down from the root. This is the message that should be carried forward. So people can start to wake up to that realization and start to have it at the back of their mind. That is the only way. So instead of wasting your time going back and forth, arguing over irrelevant things, talking about which tribe is more important, who gives a damn about your tribe? What has your tribe done for you? What impact has it made on your life? What impact? What has your tribe given you? As your tribe, what has it done for you? Apart from being born as part of that clan. What else? We need to get serious. So 2027 is already here. It's already here. Wherever you find yourself, you should carry the language of unity, not of division. Do not engage people who are vested in petty quarrels, talking about unnecessary things, talking about divisive things. Don't even, when you get there, use that as an opportunity to preach unity. Let them know what the answer to the problem is unity. Because every corner of Nigeria you go, people are suffering. People cannot afford food. They cannot afford the basic things. Forget Obasanjo. I recall when he invited Queen Eliza into Nigeria, he said to her, it is easier to rule animals than to rule. Now see, your elders have thrown you people under the bus. Meanwhile, I look like animal. Sorry, now I look like animal. You see, imagine a whole head of a country telling a foreigner that how many of you people you don't see address their people like that. Now may they not get respect for now because they're true that they look their people like animals. Exactly, exactly. I mean that he said it too. Only the people can stop it. Only an opposition needs to get their act together. Opposition needs to come together. I'm telling you people, opposition needs to come together. Okay, all right. I think I finally made that video. Thank you for reminding me about that, because I think I want to hear that again, because that guy be spitting fire every time. I remember when he was talking, I saw the guy breathe down. The guy, he want talk, but he no fit talk too much. Kai! I say, now wow. Now wow. Yeah, honestly, that's why for me, I'm not, even though, I understand people's concern over Showore and all of that. I mean, it's okay to have that. It's okay to be skeptical. I get it, right? But I mean, with everything that's happened, I'm happy. What that proved, look at how Nigerians from everywhere, not just East, pushing for the release of Nnamdi Kanu. That's how it ought to be. That is how it ought to be. Everybody coming out. When you see injustice, everybody ought to rise together. Now, so it's supposed to be. You protect your own. Now, those people, now then they speak on your behalf. So when anything happens to them, you need to rise up and say, no, una not fit touch this one. No. No. Una not fit. Eh? See, when they lock Dele Faro to me up now, so everybody rise up. See, very dark man, everybody rise up. That's how it needs to be. Eh? Let me play this video.
Allowance or send food to them in the name of non-kinetic is nonsense. We are empowering bandits. It's not the government of Kaduna State. It's a national policy driven by the Office of National Security Advisor, and Kaduna is part of it. Many states are
Exactly, Michael. See the difference?
That is the policy now.
You can't be referring to your people and they will act like as you call them.
My position has always
been you're a very careless man. And they asked him the other day. Sorry, let me pause this one. They asked him that day in his interview, do you have any regrets? The man had the audacity to say no, he does not have. What kind of leader is that? Nigerians, you guys have some really dysfunctional leaders. Oh, God forbid. Poor. The man look camera talk say he not get any regret. You never see human being when not get regret for life. As a leader, when we say get some things when you go do when people go say no, you're not supposed. You buy people blood in your hand. Are you kidding? You go talk say, looking back, I could have done some things differently. Isn't that the same thing that people drag go on for? Just come out and say, you know what, I did make. I could have made a different. I could have made a different decision. I could have, but I didn't know any better. I mean, how old was I? I wasn't that exposed. I don't understand. It's so difficult for these people to speak the truth, to look themselves and give themselves a very brutal evaluation of what they've done as leaders. You cannot be a leader and not look back and reflect and say, maybe I should have done this differently. But I don't know now with the information when I get at the time. I wish if I had the information I have now, then I could have done differently. I could have. How can you say you don't have any regret? Now, no. That was after that I lost all respect for the man. I'm sorry. No matter how much you call that man, I don't have any regards for him. And now talk of the mess that he did with his son. The filth that was coming out. Oh, yeah. God forbid. I beg. He's a ruler, absolutely. Most of them are rulers. You cannot be describing your people as animals and you expect them not to behave like one. You are a leader. There's power in your words. When you say that, they will act out. Exactly. Is that not what Buhari did? Buhari said the youths are lazy. Who says that? It's almost like Nigerian leaders hate themselves. Because it's hatred of self that will make you just classify your young. Which animal do you see in the forest pushes out their young like that? Which animal? Even the worst of animal, they protect in Peking. Hey, I better go. Sanoba, let's go back to the interview.
Specifically for our conversation tonight, this is a point where Malam Nasir Rufai on Sunday said it is a national policy driven by the Office of the National Security Advisor, and Kaduna is part of it. Many states are objecting to that, but that is a policy. Now, take a listen to it.
What I will not do, is to pay bandits, give them monthly allowance, or send food to them in the name of non-kinetic.
Now, Michael, very disgusting.
It's not the government of Kaduna State. It's a national policy driven by the Office of National Security Advisor, and Kaduna is part of it. Many states are objecting. now is objecting to that, but that is the policy now. Kiss the bandits. That's the new policy. My position has always been the only repentant bandit is a dead one. Let's kill them all. Let's wipe them. Let's bomb them until they are reduced to nothing. And then the 5% that still want to be rehabilitated can be rehabilitated. You do not negotiate from a position of weakness. You don't empower your enemy. You don't give him money to go and buy more sophisticated weapons. That's why the insecurity problem has not gone away.
Are you serious? Yeah.
So that this policy continues.
This was the interview.
That is an extract.
That was an extract of an interview.
Nasir said on this program on Sunday. And indigents and citizens of Kaduna
I'm playing Ahmed, that is a
Nigeria
video game.
already reacted to some of the issues, especially the implications tonight. Let's speak with one of those who is concerned about that statement. He's Senator Datu Baba Ahmed. He's joined us live as a former lawmaker and the vice presidential candidate of the Labour Party in 2023. Thanks so much, Edith, for joining us tonight.
Hi, pleasure to be here.
I know you were one of those who were somewhat very concerned about that statement. What's your view about that statement, though?
That statement is at the core of Nigeria Nigeria having a government. Do we really have a government if somebody who sold Nigeria's assets for 4 years at BPE, served as FCT minister for 4 years and served as governor, would say that there is a national policy of paying bandits? Do we have a government? Am I a citizen? Are you a citizen? Does Nigeria exist? Or do a pack of people live in a certain territory with another group of people claiming to misrule them? Do we have a government? Do we have a nation? What are we doing? Are people understanding the gravity of this statement? Do we even have an office of a national
I'm
security
telling you,
advisor?
Michael, that's just the word right
A
there.
national policy is official position of government. An official declaration that this is what we shall be constitutionally doing, what we shall be legally pursuing. That's what we call a national policy. It is made public, it is celebrated, it is broadcast to the whole world. Was such a thing held? Why did Nasir say it? If the office, so-called Office of National Security Advisor, will take this statement with levity, then Nuhu Ribadu was never a policeman. He is not a qualified lawyer. He should not be in that office.
What would you say he should be doing? His office has reacted to this.
That is not a reaction.
If you were the NSA, what would you be doing?
And Nasir should be writing some comments by now, some statements to the police, to the courts. If the position of Nigeria, the so-called APC government of Uncle Tinubu, if their official position is to be compensating bandits, paying bandits, then we don't have a nation.
So your inference tonight is that whatever Malam Nasir has said in that respect, which we played back,
yes.
If it's not true, the government of the day should be taken more seriously.
Yes, and so long as it passes by with the so-called, what you call reaction of the answer, then it is true. And I tend to agree that it could be true.
But if for example, I was going to ask
before this one, another almost 8-year governor of Borno State said that there are informants of terrorists in the Nigerian military and among Nigerian politicians. And it is official. You have the evidence. Before then, there was another politician who again said that bandits and terrorists were brought into Nigeria pre-2015 election. These are even small ones. Do you remember? Now, what I'm about to say and my arguments are that insecurity is part of APC. Insecurity has been APC's way of getting power. Insecurity has been part of APC's way of staying in power.
Is that fact or just your opinion?
That is my candid, firm opinion that is being strengthened by the kind of unfortunate comments like that of Nasiru.
So
2 days ago.
But there are no facts in what you're saying. There are no facts in what you're saying.
There are facts.
If there are opinions, how would you say a government of the day's part of their life or living is insecurity?
That I'm giving you the facts. Now I have clearly given you 3 statements of politicians, government functionaries that are undisputed. I have given you this. Go back in time. Do you remember that a former Nigerian president was attacked by terrorists? Unprecedented. Never in the history of Nigeria did that happen. Do you also remember that I made a passing statement on that in 2022, which, as usual, people didn't take seriously? Why did some young men in the forest in the northeast, what business do they have? When Nigerian leaders leave, they are liked, they are loved, they are forgiven all their errors and everything. This one, they followed and tried to kill him. Why did that happen? What happened in all the donations leading up to 2015? Why decide to come back and run in 2015 after crying and telling the whole world you're no longer conditional? What was the link with North Africa? What was the link with Muammar Gaddafi? He's not alive, but others are alive to say it.
You are from Kaduna State, Senator.
This is Cheung.
Oh.
I'm in so much pain. Believe me. Nigeria is a great country, should be a great country, and we have people destroying us by the hour. Insecurity has been part of APC's game. And Nasiru is saying it, and I think he's right. The government has been paying them.
Well, you don't
Last year, this time, I have facts.
No, the government has said no, they are not paying them.
They are paying them. Because the reaction of ONSA is not disputing what Nasiru has said.
You are inferring that the NSA should arrest Nasiru or collect his statement. But if that happens, there are those in opposition that will say they are going after opposition voices.
There are more ways to counter such a position. I told you about 2015. There, you see, going after a former Nigerian president, trying to kill him. What does that tell you? Something. Before that, what had happened? After Jonathan won in the Supreme Court, they called for dialogue, and those young men nominated a former Nigerian president who took 3 days to repudiate. After those 3 days, go and plot the graph. You will see that between 2012 to 2014, the spikes of attacks around those villages in the northeast skyrocketed because hunger, lack of medicine. Why? Because somebody had stopped sending the recurrent expenses of those people who used to come all the way to Kaduna, collect, and then go back. And that's how the cycle went. In protest as to why did you call that name, they couldn't bear it anymore and felt by 2014 the best thing was to go and attempt it. It failed. We're lucky